Hello everybody, welcome back to the Final Fantasy X HD Remaster. So, back in Omega Dungeon. Hopefully I've got no encounters back on. Probably do. Yeah, it looks like I do. Omega Dungeon can be a little bit brutal, and I should have mentioned this in the earlier video, but, the Great Marlboros here are the ones that ambush. So you can fight the Marlboros in the inside Sin or here. If you're capturing inside Sin is the way better place to capture them, and because these ones always ambush you. So that said, you want to be running around with a first strike weapon here because you don't want to get wrecked by Marlboros. I suppose you can always, if you've got first strike, you can swap Yuna in, summon an Aeon, and then eat the bad breath with an Aeon, and then, bring the rest of the characters back in. But anyways, alright, so we're going to prepare for Ultima weapon here. Ultima, basically, I just bribe him. Status effect, reducing equipment is really good for here. I've got, I'm not sure what I ended up doing. Looks like Confuse Ward on everybody, huh? I guess that makes sense.
You're kidding me.
Okay, so here he is. Let me take a look here. I know he does some status effects. Confusion, silence, petrification. Yeah, so he's got all kinds of pretty nasty stuff. His first turn, it looks like he always does a physical, and then the second turn that he gets is the status effects. So also, I suppose, another kind of way to deal with him then is to let him do his physical attack on his first turn, and then summon in an Aeon to take the, second attack of his. I didn't bother, I don't think, and I also used Silence Buster. I don't know if that was worthwhile. Let me just see here. Oh yeah, I guess. Okay, so sometimes he actually does cast. Okay, so that probably makes sense to silence him. So Ultima has Door to Tomorrow as a steal, and so you can get 10 from a regular steal, and you can get 20 from a rare steal. I had Master Thief on, I think it was Riku, and so I stole some. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know that that's that interesting of a steal. Yeah, there's 20 of them. I already had. Well, so I had 99 of them at one point. I think it was for unlocking. I think it's Catastrophe. Does that sound right? But anyways, obviously from capturing in the monster arena. But and then on top of that, I honestly, once you've got those 99, you really don't need any more. Those are the when you customize those onto a weapon, it gives you overdrive to AP, and you just, in my opinion, you don't need, honestly, any more than the 99 that they give you, because it only takes 10 to customize that. And what I usually do with those is I farm the one-eye enemy until I get weapons that have the triple AP on them, and then I do the overdrive to AP, and I turn those into my, I would say, leveling weapons, and I also will add, triple overdrive on that as well. And again, 20 of the, or I should say, the Doors to Tomorrow then are honestly a little redundant, because I don't ever use the overdrive to AP on any other weapons, because you don't need to. It's completely pointless. But anyways, if you steal enough here, you can get back up to 99, I suppose, if you've used some of those, or if you haven't obtained them yet. So this technically is an option as well. Core energy looks like it's honestly pretty weak. I'll be honest, I wasn't really impressed with the damage that he put out. So as far as strategy goes here, I mean, you can tell here I'm really just not really doing much to him well, I suppose I also, that wasn't my intent. There's Confuse, so I wonder if I would have had him, or had Silence on him still, if he would have been able to use that. But either way, I let that fall off, for better or worse. But what I usually end up doing here, though, too, is I actually just bribe him, and bribe him for, you get pendulums, and we can actually get 99 of them with it looks like a 2 million bribe. We'll see how much I actually bribe him for, but I mean, that's very expensive. So if you don't have the 2 mil, then you're looking at actually taking him out the hard way, which I think, does this guy have 100,000 health? Is that right? Yeah, about 100,000 health. Man, wow, I cranked him pretty hard there. Holy crap. That was not my intent, though. I did not want to take him down. His AP, he's got 40k AP, 50k for overkill. His overkill threshold, though, is 1,300. No, I'm sorry, 13,560 damage, which should be pretty easy for you to do with just about anything. A celestial weapon, obviously, or probably an Aeon is going to be, potentially a little bit easier to do that, but hopefully here, and this can't be much longer, but hopefully I finish this off. Again, now in hindsight, I just think that it was pointless to even steal from him. I know I used, actually, you know what I think I did? I think I made the mistake of putting overdrive to AP on some of my weapons without remembering that I needed to farm the weapons from one eye. Yeah, and so I think I had 7 weapons, and so I used 70 at that point, which was too much. So yeah, that is actually why I stole here. But what am I looking for here? Looking for something weird. Oh, I was probably trying to figure out how many I had. Door to Tomorrow. Yeah, and it looks like oh, there they are, 99. Yeah, so at that point I knew I was capped out, didn't need any more. And so then it was bribe time. The tricky thing with this guy too is I shouldn't say just with him, it's with any bribe. Sometimes when you bribe, you just don't get the amount of items that you kind of should. It's sort of random, sort of, or at least there's a little bit of variation. But I did know that I wanted to get Master Thief on, or I wanted to be able to customize that on some other characters, and so I really wanted to try to get 99. They're tough to get otherwise. Let me just see here. I can't remember. I know it's these ones. There's 30 from, I think, one of the capture. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's the reward for the Remium Chocobo race, and you only get 30. And then some are dropped from the knee slug, which is really tough to get. Or a bribe from the Master Tonberry. You only get 4 of them, though, for a mil. That's a horrible amount for that price of a bribe. So again, if you're looking to get Master Thief on a few characters, this is the way to do it, or on, I should say, on more than one character.
That was not Omega. Just a shadow born from Omega's wrath.
What, so the main man's still around? Come on out, Omega!
When we meet, I will send it.
I mean, why? They made it sound like Omega was a pretty great guy. Had a real issue with Yu Yevon. I mean, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? But anyways, I also got a mystical ring or something like that, which is just garbage. That's Jesus. I mean, it's like break MP limit, which is probably in my opinion, it's one of the worst abilities to customize on your equipment in the entire game. All right. Anyways, let's head upstairs. One thing that I want to note up here. All right. So I did this a little bit maybe strange. Basically, the enemies up here change, or yeah, I guess I don't know how to put it. The enemies are fixed initially. And what I mean, so what you'll see right here when we get to the circular area, boom, Tonberry jumps us, right? This is actually where I decided to capture all of my Tonberries. The catch, though, is I believe no random encounters happen up here on this level until you defeat Omega Weapon. And I didn't want to fight Omega yet for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. I can't remember. I'm sure there was a reason, but I just didn't do that. And since I didn't want to fight Omega quite yet, what I decided to do actually was to actually keep, I guess, entering and re-entering this area, because every time you leave and go back down the teleporter and then come back up, the enemies up here, the fixed ones, respawn. And so, it's up to you on if that's what you want to do. Again, I don't really remember why I did that. I thought at the time that it kind of made sense. Maybe I just wanted to level up more or get my stats a little higher before I took on Omega. That's my guess. But again, the key thing to remember is that if you want to use this area, and by the way, this area is much better to farm for or try to get the Tonberries, because in the first area, the initial area, they're just really really rare. And so my opinion is this is actually indeed the better place to run into those. And so, again, if you want to do that, just you take that teleporter, or maybe it's more of an elevator, or however you want to say. And, again, leave the area, go back down, and then go back up just right away. And then what I actually did here was I ran over to the left where that Tonberry was at. And then I would just run back out, because the farther away that you get from the teleporter, the more kind of backtracking you have to do. And so I just thought that it made a little bit more sense to, only go so far and then reset everything. There's the friend sphere. There's a magic sphere all the way at the bottom, but that's not available until you actually take out Omega. And so also keep in mind, as I said, I didn't kill Omega quite yet. And so basically at the end of this, I'm going to cut the comment here, actually cut the video and end it. And it's kind of funny now. I kind of actually forgot about Omega. And I've already done almost all of my stat maxing. I actually only have Lulu left as I make this video. And I still haven't actually killed off Omega quite yet. So again, what I'll do here is go all the way down to the bottom, and then I'll just end the video there. And then the next one that I do, I suppose, will be my Omega video. But yeah. So anyways, as I said, I think that up here is definitely the best way to capture your Tonberries. I think, though, you'll still run into the whatchamacallits, Great Marlboros. We'll see if I end up getting one. But here's the Varuna. Varunas are a little bit more rare in the initial area as well. So this spot isn't a bad place to capture them either. Hopefully I'm right on the Great Marlboro, though. I'm sort of confident that is the case. It's funny now. It's been probably a week since I took this footage, and I'm already, which is the sign of my memory. I'm already starting to forget exactly what I ran into in these specific battles. But yeah, we'll see. All right, so here's another Tonberry. So that's actually 2. That's pretty good. The Master Tonberries were the most rare of all of the enemies for me to try to get a hold of. I had the most trouble, capturing them. The Maquia enemy was also pretty rare, it seemed. And then, of course, so I needed a couple of them, and then they were raining on me like rain. I couldn't stop them. Of course, as it is or as it goes. But yeah, definitely the Master Tonberry was the toughest to come across, and so I actually liked this method a little bit more. I had never done this before. I think in prior playthroughs I had always taken out the, or I think no, I'm sorry. I think in prior playthroughs I had always farmed them up above, and they're just so rare up there that yeah, it took a long time. I suppose the great thing about that though also is it's a great way to get a hold of well, I'm sorry, it's a great way to get more AP. Also, there's the mimic chests up there as well, which if you're hurting for cash, the mimics are a decent way to get those. Definitely helps to take them out with Riku because she's got the Gillionaire on her weapon. Also, if you notice there was the Demonoliths. Here in the Omega Ruins, it is not a good place to fight those. For one thing, I just find them incredibly annoying. They're less so if you silence them, but they are one of the more annoying enemies in the game. But they're still better to fight, in my opinion, inside Sin, because you'll only run into one at a time, and so it's a lot less dangerous. But okay, it looks like, am I done here? No, I got to go a little bit farther, right? Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna be surprised if I don't run into any more. Wow, there's another one. Okay. Well, 3 Tonberries is pretty good. It's actually not looking like I ran into any Great Marlboros. We'll see. There might be 1 platform left. So it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 platforms where these, lesser enemies, I suppose, if you want to call it that, can pop up on you, and then the 10th one is Omega. So, count to 9 platforms, I guess. Although the initial one doesn't count. Yeah, so only 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I'm sorry. It is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it is 9. Okay. Yeah. 9 enemy groups, and then again the 10th one will be Omega all the way at the bottom. Yeah, that looks like that's it. So I'm going to cut the commentary here. As always, I hope the guide was helpful and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.